Hello, welcome back to the Stadium Junkies podcast. I am Jeffrey Burtis, and who else is joining us in this awesome podcast is
Tony Lopez.
James Belknap.
And now I get to talk about the June 27th edition of Smackdown Live, which we had a great Money in the Bank, a dreaded stipulation coming back, and then we had some tag matches. Great. And the Fashion Vice, arguably one of the best, most entertaining things in WWE right now. Don't you think?
I can agree with that.
For now, yes.
For now. But let's start with the very beginning. First off, we had this nice little promo where bottom line just said, James Ellsworth, goodbye. You're banned from the whole arena. It was nice to see security guards carry James Ellsworth out of the building. That was nice. Daniel Bryan kicked him off. He's like, you know what? Bye. Get out of here. We're not dealing with you. Isn't that great seeing that little annoying thing known as James Ellsworth getting kicked out of the arena?
Jeff, he's not a midget. He's taller than you.
He's still annoying.
Actually, Wait, see, Jeffrey, how tall are you again?
5'9". That's 5'9", I believe. I'm not sure.
He's taller than you, yep. I took a selfie with him. He's around 5'11".
Interesting. But anyway, and also Carmella, she was like, her argument, like, this is not fair. I'm like, that was nice. She's still saying it's not fair, but still showing that she's getting good heat, and the fact that security just getting James Ellsworth. Good job on James Ellsworth for taking that minus.
Yeah, that's true.
Your thought?
A good stipulation in the match later on in the night, so.
Yes. Also, but your thoughts on the whole James Ellsworth Carmella situation before I keep going on?
To be honest, it works. It works as heel heat. It's one of those things of, to be honest, Ellsworth's really willing to pretty much being a laughing stock at the same time, quote unquote. But it's almost feeling that character feel of he's trying to bring like this respect. Like, I want this respect for more Carmella than me. So I'm willing to do whatever. And it has actually that feel rather than just, doing a promo. It actually feels like it.
Yes. But then after that nice promo, we got some tag team matches on SmackDown Live.
Holla.
Holla. Featuring the Hype Bros versus the Usos, and if the Hype Bros somehow managed to beat the Usos, they would be number one contenders. However, midway during the match, they went to commercial break, and then boom, the Usos beat the Hype Bros. Would you consider that a burial or just bad booking?
I consider that Kevin Dunn not timing it right.
Tony, your thoughts on that, Matt? Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I can completely agree with that.
And after the bell, the New Day showed up. This was all set up for Usos and New Day, which we will get that rematch on July 23rd at WWE SmackDown's pay-per-view exclusive Battleground.
Yay, another reused pay-per-view name.
Woo!
Reused pay-per-view with reused matches. Hey, didn't this happen like a WrestleMania, like 2 or 3 WrestleManias ago? Didn't this happen at a SummerSlam ago before Usos got injured? How many times do I have to see this?
That was at a WrestleMania?
Was it?
Wasn't it Usos and New Day a while back? Like 3 or 4 WrestleManias ago?
Oh, yeah.
You talking about it was on the pre-show, and yeah, there was 4 teams in that match.
Yay, reusing matches that happened in the pay-per-views.
And after that, we get that rematch, yay, and we got another rematch. This time, the SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi versus Lana, and yes, that was pretty much the theme of this SmackDown Live. But here's the thing, I'm kind of liking how they're just playing off the part that Lana's inexperienced. So, because she basically jumped Naomi, attacked her before the match even started, tried to end it quickly, but Naomi just shrugged it off. She kicked out of her little finisher and just ended it with like a kick, I believe, and then just 1, 2, 3, Naomi retains. Nothing fancy, just a quick, easy win for Naomi.
I think it would have made it a little bit better.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it's just
they're playing the part that Lana, you're inexperienced, you're not ready, but just give her time. That's what I'm thinking. But now she's lost twice to Naomi. She's probably going to be out of the title picture, barring something happening next week on SmackDown. But you got Money in the Bank coming in the future pretty soon. So I don't know how Lana can regain any momentum, but just give her time. She's not ready right now. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
By all means, there should be no change unless Carmella cashes in.
I completely agree with that.
I agree on that. Next up, we have another promo with Randy Orton wanting one more rematch. He's still angry over the Singh brothers attacking his family, and Shane came out like, "That's funny. Didn't you try doing the same tactics on my family?" So, but he respected.
He brought it way back.
He brought that back. He's like, "You did that to my family, so
3MB."
Yep, and then he sympathized. He'll get one more match at Battleground, but Jinder Mahal decided the stipulation.
Oh.
Jinder Mahal came out. He's like, you know what? We're gonna go have this match from a match that was brought up by one of his heroes, the Great Khali.
No.
The Great Khali, and that match will be a Punjabi prison match.
No.
Yes, for only the third time in WWE, we will be getting a Punjabi prison match.
Hosted by a guy from which was St. Louis and a guy from Canada.
I dreaded the fact that they were going to do this. I'm not a fan of this. I'm like, Punjabi prison match. The last two were not that great. Let's be honest. Both featuring, one featuring the Great Khali, the other one featuring Big Show and The Undertaker.
I keep on forgetting about the Big Show Undertaker one.
Big Show and Undertaker, and then Batista Khali.
Because it was crap.
Ugh. Tony, your thoughts on the Punjabi prison match coming back?
I actually don't mind it. Simply because, one, there's not any giants involved. Two, no Khali. I'm cool.
No Great Khali. So hopefully it'll be better, but it's Jinder Mahal. Why would he have... Question. He uses the Singh brothers to win for most of his matches. Why would he be locking himself in a Punjabi prison where the Singh brothers cannot interfere?
You know, I just thought about that. That's actually a good question.
The Singh brothers are small and they can probably climb over everything.
They're like little pygmies.
But
exactly.
He made this match, but he's locking himself with the Viper. Okay, sure, why not? Next, before this match, we had Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin, but before that match, we had Sami Zayn interrupt Mike and Maria Kanellis' Power of Love promo. They didn't take too kindly to that, so that teased for a new rivalry between Sami Zayn and Mike Kanellis, maybe. But during the match, it was a good back and forth match. But Baron Corbin came out out of nowhere with the End of Days, and then he won the match. Oh, and also after that match, Nakamura watched from backstage. So they teased two feuds coming up with Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis and Nakamura versus Baron Corbin.
Oh, I remember seeing Nakamura. It was just the weirdest thing because you would think Nakamura would be like sitting in a chair, like being, narcissistic about things, and he was just standing there, and it's like, yeah, that's when you actually have to be creative. What you're being creative about, if you want to build a storyline. I'm just not going to think that Nakamura is just going to be standing there looking at the camera sideways like that. You got to be convincing me like he's in the locker room watching a TV, something like that.
All right, and then Tony, your thoughts on that?
Stand at the TV.
Some people standing at the TV sideways works, like The Miz. The Miz really works because we can see that from him. Not so much from Nakamura.
Now the last match, the rematch of the Money in the Bank women's ladder match. Carmella tried going for the ladder. None of the women were having it, but it was a back and forth. But at the end, James Ellsworth somehow gets back into the arena because the security's not that great. They almost had Carmella carry her to the ladder, which was smart, but Becky Lynch said no, and he dropped him right on the ropes and the most unpleasant positions. Carmella comes in with it.
They dropped him on his great balls of fire.
Yes. Oh God. Carmella gets Becky with a steel chair. Good chair shots, by the way. And Tony's prediction comes true once again, which was obviously the right call. Carmella wins, becoming the first ever 2-time women's Money in the Bank winner.
And that's FABULOUS.
So my final thoughts on SmackDown, I say it was average because rematch, tag match, promo, rematch, and then a women's ladder match. Nothing changed. So I do like the fact that they're setting up 2 feuds with Baron Corbin and Nakamura and Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis.
Be good. We'll see what happens. SmackDown was good. It was great that I didn't lose my women's Money in the Bank match, and it was just I think if it wasn't for the that match and the women's match happening,
Tony,
I don't. It was average at best.
James, your thoughts?
Average, if not as great, if it wasn't for that women's match. The women's match made it good.
Yep. And that is SmackDown and Raw. It's been concluded. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Tony, you have the floor with NXT. This is the Stadium Junkies podcast.
Then.